only like 10 in the morning and it's so hot here already. I'm gonna die. This is my test to see if my makeup will actually survive a day. But oh yeah. I'm trying to find the shiny foundation and oh, I'm very embarrassed. I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully I find it though. I'm so nervous. Everything's in a language I don't understand. Okay, it's clearly not this floor because I think that they're unit 808, but I picked the 8th floor. Oh my god, I don't know where I'm going. And I'm too nervous to be too loud because I'm embarrassed. I wish that there was a sign. I can follow logos and stuff. I'm so nervous. Why didn't I study Korean harder? It's fine, I'll find it. Once we were able to get to the right floor, it wasn't too hard to find. This thing shows up right outside the door, and going inside was just so exciting. I was so happy. It's pretty small, so you don't need a lot of time to see everything, but it's so cute. They had this cute 15th anniversary cake. I loved it so much, and then all the products that they sell, they were out of the perfume, which sucked, but they had a lot of cute like plushies of Jonghyun, which is so cute. This adorable like mailbox, and this like, it was one of those like gem painting things. I did end up getting that blue sweater. I'll show in a haul at some point, but they had some photos of Jonghyun. It was so cute. They had a video playing on the other side that you didn't really get to see. Here are some of the photos that I took. They also had this little book that you could write like a guest message into, which I loved. And I ended up meeting a Seoul in the elevator. There she is. That was so exciting. I made a friend. I'll have to sit down and tell you guys about my shiny foundation experience, but I found it and I made a friend. We had lunch, so exciting. And now I'm heading off to Myeongdong because I want to go buy some K-pop. Because why not spend all my money today, right? And I feel like Myeongdong is the place that I spent the most time with before, so it's the place I remember the most. Editing Alley popping in here. You can actually see him editing the video that you're currently watching right now. But I realized I never sat down in Myeongdong to like talk about my shiny foundation experience, so I thought I would do that now to at least end off that segment. It was so lovely. My advice, if you're going to the shiny foundation, it's not actually too hard to find, like the building itself. Like if you're following Google Maps, it'll tell you the building that you're going in, and then they are on the 8th floor. So for whatever reason, the elevator like wouldn't go to the 8th floor, like hitting number 8 would not take you to the 8th floor. So what we ended up doing is actually going to the 5th floor and then going up. We found some stairs and we went up the stairs to the 8th floor, and that worked out totally fine. Once you get to the 8th floor, you just go down the hallway and you'll see it right away. So that's really easy. It was lovely. The staff who was there was lovely. I emailed to get a reservation. I don't know if you need a reservation to go to the Shiny Foundation, but I just emailed saying, hey, I want to come on this day at this time just for one person. And they were like, yeah, that's totally fine. So maybe do that. Their email's on their website and probably on their Instagram. Probably it's everywhere. Whatever the normal email is, I just, sent that email in English. That was no worries at all. And it was just so lovely in there. Again, it's pretty small, so you don't need a ton of time to like see everything, because it's like just kind of one square room. It's pretty quiet in there, obviously, because there was like a staff like working and stuff. So, but they're totally fine. They're like, look around, take pictures, do whatever you want, like no issues at all. They have like a video playing with some like Shiny concerts and Jonghyun performances, things like that, which is so lovely. There's pictures of Sodam and Jonghyun like in the corner kind of, and yeah, it's just so lovely. And then they do have the things that you can buy there. I believe you can pay with cash or with credit card. I just paid with cash because that ended up being easier, but it seems like you can do both. And they didn't have the perfume, which cries. I was very, because I would have gotten that had they had it, but that's okay. I ended up getting the towels and the sweater. I will show those though in a haul. I'm gonna do a haul of all the shiny related stuff I got in Japan and Korea because it's a lot. But yeah, it was awesome. I also got like the little bookmarky thing, that because they had them there near the guest book that you could write in, which was awesome and so lovely. I'm so happy. I got to meet a Shawl in the elevator. I was so happy because in the clips you saw, I was lost. Like I was like, I don't know. I was like, I think it's on the 8th floor, but I can't get to the 8th floor and I don't know what I'm doing. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go back down to the beginning, like down to main floor, and we're gonna try again. And I got into as I was in the elevator, I was gonna like maybe get off and see if I could talk to like the guard guy, like with like Google Translate or whatever. But then a girl got on the elevator and she had a Shiny World, maybe a Japan Shiny World, some kind of concert strap. And I was like, so I looked at her and I was like, you go to the Shiny Foundation? And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna try it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with you. And so we ended up going together. Again, like I said, we went to the 5th floor, walked up to the 8th floor. It was so lovely. She was so incredible, so lovely, so nice. And then we went out for dinner after, or lunch. No, yeah, I guess it was lunch because it was like noon. We went out for lunch. That was so nice because like being alone, like I'm nervous as a person, but it was so nice to meet somebody and we got along really well. We had a lot of obviously Chinese and interests, but we had other similar interests, which is super cool and super fun. And it was just, I really recommend that you go to the Shiny Foundation if you're going to Korea, going to Seoul. It was just like soft and lovely, and I'm sure that they accept fan gifts. I didn't bring anything with me this time because I was nervous, but I believe that they would accept that kind of thing. And it's just like a nice place to go. And if you want to support the Shiny Foundation, it gives you a way to like buy some of the stuff they have. It's very cute. And yeah, it was lovely. It was awesome. I was so happy. So yeah, back to the rest of the video, I guess. So then going to Myeongdong, this was so exciting. This underground mall that I'm showing you right here is like right when you exit Myeongdong Station. And this is the one that I had the most deja vu with because I spent a lot of time in this mall 9 years ago when I was last here for Korea, and the layout is almost exactly the same as it was back then. So that was really nice to see. I was excited just to see, I don't know, to be back where I felt like I spent so much time and money in the past. Of course, I beelined it to the back where the K-pop stores are, and I'm not gonna lie, they're the same but very different from what I remember. Like this store that I'm showing you here used to hold so many albums. I found so many gems here 9 years ago, and now it's mostly unofficial merch, which is totally fine. If you like unofficial merch, this is the place for you. They had like tumblers and pins and stickers and keychains and just everything you could imagine, but not really a lot of like albums. And then leaving the underground market, there's always somebody singing about Jesus. And Myeongdong, although looked very similar to what I remember, you can tell that COVID had a negative effect on this area just because it was definitely less full of like different stores than I am used to. There was a lot of that like almond thing that I showed kind of briefly. A lot of that store was everywhere. But the Nature Republic never let you down. This is the Music Korea's on the 2nd floor of this building, which is where I was going next. I don't know why I filmed these like this, but this floor in between Nature Republic and Music Korea always has these cutouts. It's so funny. It's like a horror movie because it's silent and then all these cutouts. But then going up the stairs again is where Music Korea is. And I don't know why I filmed it again in this ratio, so sorry about that. But I love this store. I spent so much money and time here. And it just, it brought back all the memories, all the good times going back in. Of course, the shiny selection was quite sad, but that's fair enough. I'm just picky. They had a lot of every group that you could ever imagine is here, and it was so fun just getting to look through the stuff. And, of course, I showed the shiny selection, but yeah, it was, I just loved it so much. I love this place. I don't know why my phone is making the lighting look like this. It looks like it's like super blown out because it's like not even sunny outside, but I'm sitting at a cafe. This is what's it called? The Cafe with Seoul. It's a cafe. It's actually super cute in here. We have some friends. But it's a cafe that employs deaf people or hard of hearing people, which I think is super cool. I remember hearing about this and I just like stumbled upon it. So you order from a kiosk and then you just pick up your order, which I think is super cool. Because especially in stuff like cafes, like there's no reason for anybody to like, you shouldn't have to be able to speak to someone. But it's very cool. I'm tired. I sort of forgot how like kind of busy and overwhelming it is here, and it's like in theory it's totally fine, but then my social anxiety is like and I like can't look at anybody in the eye, and I'm like just like nervous at all times, but like otherwise it's fine. I'm currently in DAY2 because I saw one, so I'm gonna get some stickies. These are definitely like photo card stickers, which I like. And I just wanted to show you more of DAY2 because, man, I love DAY2 in Japan and Korea. It's just so wonderful because I know that like a lot of places have like equivalent. I know we have one in Canada called Omomu. I can't remember how it's pronounced, but it's basically the same thing, but everything's like $3 instead of like more like $1 or $2, so it is more expensive, of course, and I feel like there's just more cool stuff here than there is at the place at home. So I just love looking at just all of the stuff and buying all the stuff and feeling like I get a lot of stuff for my money, which I always like, and all the snacks. I want to go back and eat all of the snacks. I'm so happy. I was honestly, during this trip, because I was so hot, I had trouble like eating as much as I wanted to. Like when you get so hot that like nothing sounds appealing because everything is hot, and I'm like, I don't want to eat hot, and I'm so hot, and so I'm thirsty, and I'm drinking a lot of like fluids, but I'm not really hungry. I had that kind of problem, so I definitely didn't eat as much as I wanted to. Not that I didn't eat, I did make sure that I had like food every day, but not as much as I wanted to, which is why maybe next time I go to Korea or Japan, I will try and go not when it's super hot. I want to try going in like the fall or winter just to experience a different time and maybe save myself from the heat, because I am a Canadian baby and it is difficult for me to be in that amount of heat and humidity all the time. Oh, and I love all the socks. So cute. We never get cute socks, it feels like, in Canada. I'm sure there are places where you can find them, but some of them are just so cute. I love them. I don't know why I filmed the socks for so long, but I just wanted to, like, I don't know, I like walking around and showing all the stuff. It's just, I just love it so much. And then I just walked around the Myeongdong area for quite a bit longer, just, wandering. I didn't really have anywhere specific that I wanted to go. I was just sort of seeing what things were like. And like I mentioned earlier, Myeongdong definitely has all the similar vibes that I remember, but of course, it's different. I mean, COVID happened and it's been 9 years. I was so surprised at how way less like makeup stores there were. Like I remember last time I came, there was a Holika and a Toot House like every 3 stores, and I found there was way less of that this year, which was really interesting to see. But maybe that's just because,
times have changed. But it was so fun just getting to walk around, seeing, and I just love like people watching, like going to places like this. I just love people watching because everybody's so snazzy and just like dressed so nicely. That's like the first thing I noticed as soon as I arrived in Korea is like, oh yeah, like everybody here looks so good all the time. Like people just put more effort into their appearance, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with, but just even the fashion sense is just so cool. Like the cool kids are here. Like anytime I see anybody who, like any young person, I was like, man, I look like a blob compared to you. You look so good and so cool. But it does make you want to put a little bit more effort into your appearance, just because everybody else, you can tell everybody else has, which is fun. And walking around by myself also gave me a chance to like probably people watch more than if I was with somebody because I had nobody to talk to, so I was really like staring at people. This is the thing that was everywhere. There's so many versions of that store. There was like a collaboration or something going on. But to end off this video, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll show you some nice pretty flowers on my way. You're gonna get a couple more shiny related vlogs from me in the future, so I hope you're looking forward to those, and I'll see you in the next one.